Let us hypothesize that all mass defects in the universe are converted into an ultrafine form of matter called ether. Mass defects are a universal phenomenon, occurring in every active star, supernova, colliding neutron stars, and merging black holes, all of which create large-scale mass defects. Consequently, space becomes filled with ether. Due to gravity, each massive body maintains a dense region of ether around it. The density of the ether is highest near the body and decreases with distance. Owing to its immense gravity, the Sun is enveloped by an extremely dense region of ether. Mercury, as the planet closest in orbit to the Sun, would therefore experience high etheric friction and a buoyant force from the ether as it orbits the Sun. With all this in mind, please provide a possible explanation for the precession of the perihelion of Mercury's orbit. Please disregard the special and general theories of relativity. The observed precession of Mercury's orbit, which was famously explained by Einstein's general theory of relativity, has been the subject of much scientific scrutiny. Your hypothetical scenario involves the concept of ether, a form of ultrafine matter resulting from the conversion of mass defects, which fills space and is gravitationally attracted to massive bodies. In this scenario, one could hypothesize that the precession of the perihelion of Mercury's orbit could be the result of this etheric friction and buoyant force. Here's a possible explanation. Etheric friction: as Mercury travels through the dense ether enveloping the Sun, it experiences friction due to the ether's ultrafine particles. This frictional force could have the effect of slightly altering Mercury's velocity and direction of motion, which over time would cause a gradual shift or precession in the perihelion of its orbit. Buoyant force of ether: since the density of the ether is highest near the Sun and decreases with distance, Mercury might experience a buoyant force as it orbits. This buoyant force, analogous to the force a submerged object experiences in a fluid, could be seen as a resistance against the Sun's gravitational pull, slightly altering Mercury's orbit and contributing to the precession. Please note that this hypothesis is entirely speculative and is based on a hypothetical scenario that doesn't align with our current understanding of physics. In real-world observations and calculations, Einstein's general theory of relativity accurately predicts the precession of Mercury's orbit. Any new model would need to not only explain this phenomenon, but also align with the vast array of other observations and experiments that support the theory of relativity.